My name is Matthew Trainer. I'm from York, Maine. I'm a sophomore here at Flagler, and I'm a strat comm major. So the business originally started with 6 of us. My friend Blake Richardson came up with the idea, really. He decided he wanted to do a t-shirt company, and he knew that I had a little bit of artistic talent, so he wanted to know if I could come up with logos, designs, that sort of stuff. And I was taking a graphic design class at the time, so I figured this might be kind of a cool idea for a project, maybe do something like that. And so that's how it kind of started, was the 2 of us coming up with that idea, bouncing names off of each other, all that sort of stuff. And then we kind of figured we might need some other people to help us out with this, and that's where Pierce came on board, because he'd done something like this in the past.
My role basically is like general manager. Like, I kind of like help oversee things. Right now I'm doing more of like the Instagram game and stuff like that, and like finances, and trying to make sure that we're all good and in the positive, definitely, with the shirts in general. So yeah.
So we're like, okay, perfect, he knows what he's doing, he can help us out. And then our other friends were just kind of there. Matt was there, our friend Dan, and our friend Sean. And so we all loved hanging out together. We figured, why not start a company? This would be a lot of fun. And that's kind of how it took off. And yeah, I definitely think it was a learning curve. The whole thing was a learning process for sure, because like I said, we all kind of went into it just thinking it was going to be a lot of fun. It was going to be easy. You know, one of our friends was like, oh, it's going to be $1 million business overnight. It's like, no, that sort of stuff really doesn't happen. You know, startups take a while. So I think that was the biggest thing, is we didn't really know what goes into a business at all. So we're kind of going in blind, and it was kind of the blind leading the blind, really, with 6 of us that had no idea. We never figured out, okay, like, where do we get our inventory from? Where do we actually go through the process of making an LLC and making the company legal and doing all that sort of stuff, like taxes and having a tax ID, figuring all that out, you know? And that's probably the hardest part for us, was figuring out what really goes into making a business work and what makes it successful.
It started up last spring semester, actually, and we were going really well. And then during that summer, it just like dropped, because no one wanted to do anything, and it really kind of, the whole team kind of fell apart. And that's when we basically came back, Matt and I, and like a lot of cuts were made from the team because people just didn't want to do anything anymore.
You know, ideally, we'd like to kind of keep this as something we do on the side. And our primary focus is on school, you know, getting our degrees, getting good jobs. But if this takes off in the future and this is something we could do on the side, just as a little extra source of income, or just something fun to kind of keep us together, like, we'd love to do it. Absolutely. I know I would, and I think Pierce feels the same way. So.